42 with more of our special series, Curious Medicine. When you think of the mythology of Ireland, leprechauns may jump to your mind, but there's also a real-life legacy on the other end of the height spectrum, the Irish giant. Here's NBC's Michelle Kosinski.
In this rolling emerald countryside, where legendary giants are said to have carved out the landscape, there once lived a real Irish giant, Charles Byrne, 7 feet 7 inches, in an age when most people were much shorter than we are today. This is how he would have looked to Londoners in the late 1700s, when the 19-year-old arrived to seek his fortune as a freak. But within 3 years, suffering from constant raging headaches, Charles died, his skeleton put in this museum against his wishes. Today, nearly 250 years later, amid these same sprawling hills.
Hi, Michelle.
Wait, I must say your hands are a lot bigger than mine.
Yes, it comes with the territory.
The territory of a modern giant. Brendan Holland had never heard of Charles Byrne growing up, but was his age when he realized he kept growing up, and also suffered blinding headaches. But Brendan had modern medicine, which revealed at 6'9" that he had a pituitary tumor, pumping out 50 times the growth hormone that it should. Radiation destroyed it. Otherwise, he would have reached around 8 feet, even taller than Charles Byrne.
I consider myself extraordinarily lucky.
And only now has science discovered that Brendan and Charles are related. So are other giants in this area, by a common ancestor with the same genetic mutation 1,500 years ago.
Very tall people who are ill and die young were occurring in Ireland.
An amazing revelation that genetic giants have walked these fields for centuries. But Brendan, a businessman and historian, kept digging. Found this old, meticulous army survey of a nearby limestone quarry.
In working the quarry, they discovered in its bowels an incalculable quantity of every description of human bones.
Not just bones, really, really big ones.
The thigh, shin bones and teeth were in many instances found as large as those of horses.
Could that land still hide the bones of humans that stood 7, 8 feet tall? Brendan wants archaeologists to dig. In the meantime, the news that scientists have found this rogue gene means carriers today from these Northern Irish families
are Tom and Rosemary Conlon.
The Conlons, McCuskers, many of whom emigrated to America, can be identified early.
This is the American branch of the family.
And that will likely mean no more giants.
We can just stop and have a seat here.
Something Brendan, who still struggles with his condition, is happy to hear. And feels Charles Byrne would be too.
We have to remember that inside that huge frame was just another sensitive human being.
Reaching through centuries from one gentle giant to another. For today, Michelle Kosinski, NBC News, Dungannon, Northern Ireland.